Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon, and welcome to the Employee Baltimore Show. I am your host, Marvin McKinstry of the Mayor's Office of Employment Development, of course, in the acclaimed Employer Services Division. Listen, y'all, I'm excited always to bring you this show because we're bringing information that can help change the trajectory of people's lives. When you can offer somebody a career opportunity, man, it can be a game changer. So I want you to like, love, and share this broadcast. I want you to get in the comments and tag people names who you know need to be on this broadcast because today we have some amazing opportunities to discuss. We are talking about what I like to call big time jobs, y'all. Big time jobs with the big time people. So I want you to make sure that you right now are liking, loving, and sharing this broadcast. And again, even if you got nephew who been sleeping on the couch, somebody been laying up in the basement, tag their name so it can alert them. Let's make Facebook algorithm go crazy so we can share all of this good information. But before we go any further, I got to bring on the dopest producer in all of the podcasting game. Her name is, well, not bring her on, but I got to shout her out. Her name is Miss Katanya Lester. She is behind the scenes, always making the magic happen. I'm so excited to work with her, y'all. She is the best to ever do it. She books the show. She finds a guest. She does everything. And all I have to do is sit down and run my mouth. I want to shout out our amazing MOED squad, y'all. We have been on a tear in Baltimore. I'm talking about we probably almost every day this week, we've had multiple hiring events going on at the same time in multiple locations because we want to be a part of the solution. So y'all make sure that you're staying plugged in. You're going to hear some excellent information today, but let's get to our opening announcements. Y'all know what it is, a beat down in downtown. That's what it was. It was ugly. It was, yeah, we turned them lions into some little kitties. That's right, because we put the entire NFL on notice that the Baltimore Ravens is just who they thought we were. Oh, they're going to live up to the hype. They got the new offensive coordinator, the greatest quarterback in the game. And that's right, I'm a homer. So I'm saying he's the greatest quarterback in the game. And a lights out defense. It sounds like Super Bowl to me. And I ain't one scared to say it. But we shout out the Baltimore Ravens for a beatdown of the Detroit Lions. They had the option coming back from London to take a bye. They said, nope, we're not going to take the bye. We're going to suit up and we're going to play our next game. And they sure beat them down. Now, everybody is buzzing around the trade deadline. Two big-time running backs that have been discussed in connection with Baltimore, of course, with our main guy, J.K. Dobbins, going down. They are talking about Saquon Barkley, New York Giants all-pro running back. He's an amazing back. He's still young, plenty of tread on the tire. And they are talking about Derrick Henry, the big train that's been ran over us a few times with the Tennessee Titans. So I'm letting you know right now, I'm holding out for Saquon Barkley. I'm hoping we can get Barkley with his abilities and what he could add to this offense would be great. But this ain't a show about football. I just always got to shout my Ravens out. Let's get on to the rest of the announcements. That's right, Miss Imogene Hunt. Love them Ravens. Our Now Hiring Job Board gives you the most up-to-the-minute information around employment opportunities in all of Baltimore and the region, y'all. The difference is when you click on this system, it's going to literally take you and give you information on a direct contact person, one of our fabulous business service representatives who have a direct contact and a line to that employer. So y'all, we're building pipelines. We don't want you to come to us and still go through a whole bunch of absorbent process. We want you to come get connected and be able to get your opportunity. So what you need to do is log into www.moed.baltimorecity.gov/job board, www.moed.baltimorecity.gov/job board for the most up-to-the-minute information. Don't forget, we are the plug. All right. One of my favorite programs, y'all. For years, I watched people struggle. They get the new opportunity, but they got transportation issues and can't get to and from the job. Well, that's been changed through a partnership that we have with Lyft. The Mayor's Office of Employment Development has been working now for a little while. Our Let's Ride to Work program is facilitated by our fabulous Miss Nikki Reed, who is a part of our adult services team, y'all. And literally one of my favorite stories to tell about this program is one where a young man was able to save up his first two paychecks to be able to acquire a car because our Let's Ride to Work program gave him transportation within his first month of employment. Y'all, it's 40 free rides to and from work, 40 free rides. Listen, y'all, this program is innovative, but aside from all of that, it is very much needed. So the Mayor's Office of Employment Development continues to stay ahead of the game. If you're a Baltimore City resident and you work within Baltimore City and you just acquired employment, we need you to make sure that you're going to bit.ly/be more rides. That's bit.ly/be more rides. Go into one of our career centers, connect with one of the BSR that got you on, and let them know you ready for the Let's Ride to Work program. All right, y'all, free computer training classes. Boy, how that turned into a tongue twister. The instructor, Gritty Pandy. I hope I got that right. I hope I ain't butchered that name. But I see Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Google Docs, Gmail, and more. Listen, y'all, you cannot be without these skills. One of my good friends hit me up about getting a job. I went to the people that I know could give him the opportunity he want. They emailed him a week ago. He's a dinosaur. He my brother, but he's a dinosaur. He said, well, we emailed him. He didn't respond. I got him on the phone. He said, man, I didn't check you got to check email. You got to know how to do this stuff because the world is shifting to it. So we want you to register at bit.ly/MOED computer class, bit.ly/MOED computer class. We are bridging the digital divide, y'all. And we got opportunities for you to come in and be able to get it. Both sides of town. Mondays and Tuesdays, the class is at Northwest Career Center. Wednesdays and Thursdays, the class is at our East Side Career Center. So we want to get you plugged in so you can get these skills. All right, y'all, our Higher Up program, Higher Up, Higher Up, Higher Up. Higher Up is a transitional jobs program that's going to offer you $16 an hour for a 6 month period if you are lacking job skills and things like that to put on your resume. We're connecting with Baltimore businesses and Baltimore City agencies who's actually in a space we're expanding our private sector partnerships around filling these opportunities. So you would go in and you would get registered for the Higher Up program and be placed at a location that's going to offer you a 6 month opportunity to be able to gain skills. The thing I love about the program is there are so many people who went there just to get the transitional piece and wind up getting an opportunity because they showed up every day and they treated it not like it was a transitional jobs program, but like it was a potential career opportunity. So go to bit.ly/be more higher up, bit.ly/be more higher up. Shout out to Tierra, Shay, Nadia, our whole Beep Henry. I shouldn't have started calling names, but our entire, and Ian, I think I got everybody. Our entire Higher Up squad, y'all. We have served so many people and they have done a tremendous job with this project that didn't exist 2 years ago. So shout out to the Higher Up team and all of the great work that they've been doing and all of the businesses that have helped us do the work. All right, y'all, we got two fabulous guests with us today. I am super excited about our two guests that are here with us today because both of them have some tremendous opportunities. We're going to be talking to the Maryland Department of Transportation and the House of Ruth. And without further ado, I want to bring to the screen this amazing young lady who is going to give us a bunch of information. She's an assistant secretary at the Maryland Department of Transportation, and her name is Miss Joanna Green. Miss Green, welcome to the Employee Baltimore Show.
Hi.
Hi, Miss Green. How you doing?
I'm good. Thank you. It's so important and exciting to be here.
I'm so excited that you're here because, listen, when we talk about wanting to get opportunities, and listen, forgive my vernacular, but I'm who I am. I come from where I come from. Everybody wanted to get them a good government job. So it's one thing when you get in a career opportunity somewhere else, but when you get in the security and benefits that comes along with the opportunity to be in a government institution, it's always, that much more of a blessing. So tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do at MDOT.
Well, again, as you mentioned, I'm an assistant secretary. And what that means is that I'm one of the many executives here that helps execute Governor Moore's vision about how transportation can transform communities. People take transportation for granted, whether it's the highways that you travel on, the Motor Vehicle Administration, the MTA, the MDTA, all of our modes. We have so many different opportunities here. And what we do is we help people connect to opportunities, whether it's jobs, whether it's medical, whether it's even connecting with family and traveling. The Maryland Department of Transportation touches on every single thing. And really, to be honest with you, our goals at the Maryland Department of Transportation are to focus on the four E's: equity, economic opportunity, engagement, and protecting the environment. A little about myself: I am a lifelong Baltimore resident. I was born and raised in Baltimore, educated in Baltimore City Public Schools. And I just relocated back to Baltimore just from a job stint where I was traveling and working up in another state. But it feels good to be home. I'm one of those people. When you talk about entry level jobs, I started off in an entry level job working for the Maryland Department of Transportation more than 30 years ago. And here I sit today as an assistant secretary.
Listen, those are the testimonies that I get so excited about. We just did a hiring event with Chase Bank, which is the largest employer in the entire
Yeah.
world. And everybody that talked at this event that we just had on last week that was in an executive role started out in the same role that we just did the recruitment for. Y'all, I want y'all to understand, the J word is a dirty word around here now. We don't use the J word. It's about career opportunities. And when you talking to the Maryland Department of Transportation, and Catania is plugged in enough to get an assistant secretary on here, y'all better plug in. Call your nephew, call your cousin, call your niece, your aunt, your uncle, and tell them to get on here because these opportunities are
Yeah,
career opportunities with family sustainable wages. With that being
absolutely.
said, Joanna, tell us a little bit about the some of the hot opportunities y'all have available right now.
I think people would be surprised to know that in the field of transportation, we have everything. I mean, there are the obvious things like CDLs, because we can never listen. Everybody wants to go get that CDL, but everybody's not cut out to be a truck driver. You feel me? And so we are hiring for CDLs. We need mechanics. Hello, bus operators, emergency road response technicians. Those are people who respond to accidents on the road. We need skilled trade specialists such as plumbers, electricians, HVAC repair. But wait a minute. MDOT also has administrative jobs. So we have entry level jobs related to things like procurement, finance, media relations, human resources, and engineering, IT, you name it, you could get it done here. And more than anything, we need law enforcement. A lot of people, you see police officers that are transit police, we hire for police. That's a very different thing than you see Baltimore City Police or Baltimore County Police. These are the police officers that keep things like the airport safe, that keep the metro system or light rail or subway safe. So these are folks who are out there, they're protecting facilities. They're not, the police that you see in your neighborhood. These are the folks who protect transportation or facilities. So we're hiring in all those roles. And right now we have about 937 vacancies. So that means you all need to be applying right now.
You should have been the director of communications or public relations because you are amazing at giving out this information. Y'all heard what she said. We are talking again about the good government job, good government agency, 900 openings in every area of
Right now.
employment that you can find, whether it's drivers, mechanics, emergency response, procurement, finance, for on the entry level positions. Y'all, we need to get plugged in. Who we working with, Katanya? Put it up on the screen. Who we working with to filter these jobs to our great people?
And I dropped a link in the chat also. If people want to come to our website, because if you go to the MDOT website and you click on the link that says careers, you can find out information about what's going on here. I mean, and here's the thing about MDOT. We have a situation where even if you have some issues in your past, we still, as long as you disclose it, you can still be hired by a state organization. There, we are looking to employ everyone. A lot of people think, oh, it's a government job. I had some issues. We're from Baltimore. Everybody got a cousin, a brother, or somebody who had a challenge in the past. That does not hinder you from having a bright future. And so that means as long as you disclose it, you come in and you talk about what your challenges were, you can still get a job with the Maryland Department of Transportation.
MDOT MDOT.maryland.gov, www. Click on careers. Listen, y'all, Miss Katanya Lester at Katanya.Lester at BaltimoreCity.gov is the plug that's going to be able to assist you with it. All of the energy and enthusiasm that Miss Green has brought to this show today says to me, because I tell people all the time, there's a difference between a position being available and people who are actually hiring and trying to fill it.
Oh yeah,
I
go ahead.
believe that MDOT is hiring and
We are
trying to fill
hiring.
it. Bring some patience to the process, y'all, because when you want the better job, there's a little bit more that you have to handle. I ain't gonna say go through, a little bit more process to it. But listen, the greatest blessings come with some process.
Absolutely.
Everybody know I'm a pastor in my other life. I was ministering to one of the pastors that's under me earlier today, and I told her the process is going to produce a greater blessing. So come prepared to walk with MDOT into their process to get through the process, because on the other side of the process is going to be a life-changing career. I'm excited to hear this, but Ms. Green, I want you to go ahead and the pitch to everybody that's listening why they need to come and fill out one of these applications and get a job. 30 years, you know something about what's good about working there, because you look like you about 30 yourself.
Well, I appreciate that. Let me just say, I raised my family. I was able to support two children, put them through college, and sustain my family and become a Baltimore City homeowner. So I'm telling you, everything from the benefits, paid time off, amazing healthcare benefits and leave. We even help pay for your education. I mean, there's just so many things, the stability of having that. But more than anything, you can grow as a professional. I've had a variety of roles. I've worked from everything at the Port Administration to the MTA. So you can work many different careers here at the Maryland Department of Transportation. And let me just leave you with this. This is about you building your future and creating a brighter future, not only for your family and your community, but you get a sense of self-worth. I think, and that's the biggest thing that everybody wants, is a sense of self-worth and an opportunity. And I know you can find it here. This is an environment that's welcoming, it's inclusive, it's diverse, it's compassionate, and you can make amazing friends. And for me, lifelong friends at the Maryland Department of Transportation.
Well, thank you so much for being with us today. I'm encouraged myself. If I was actually looking for an opportunity, I would jump all over that website. It's so awesome to, 900 positions. We need to have a conversation about a hiring event, so we
We
can
have
try to
one
get it.
coming up. We have one.
Okay.
There's another one coming up on November the 2nd. It's at the Professional Outplacement
All
Assistance
right.
Center. And that's 1306 Concourse Drive in Lithicum Heights, Maryland. You should be able to take light rail to get here. But we are having a hiring event on November the 2nd. Go on our website. We'll post the information. Come out and get that job. Come get that
Will
job.
you be there?
You know what? I got to see. I might swing by. You never know.
Well, let me know, because if you're gonna be there, I'm gonna come
I
on
might
through.
come.
Yeah, yeah. Y'all heard it here first. November the 2nd from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Professional Outplacement Assistance Center, 1306 Concourse Drive, Lithicum Heights. Y'all know that's out by the airport. And
Yep.
listen, let's get there, y'all. Let's get there. All of the opportunities: procurement review coordinator, highway operations tech, emergency response technician, assistant division chief, emergency dispatcher lead, and many, many, many more. Scan to register, scan the barcode to register. I'm gonna make sure that we put this flyer up again on our social media, and that it's up on my personal social media. We want to make sure that everybody that qualifies, oh, we want to make sure that everybody that qualifies gets the opportunity, y'all. Because I tell people all the time, there's no shortage of jobs in our area. Connecting the dots between the opportunities that are available and our fabulous, fabulous
Absolutely.
Baltimore career seekers is what we're working towards. So I want to thank Miss Joanna Green for being with us. We're getting a demonstration right now of the website and what it looks like, because our producer is the best to ever do it. So when you go to mdot.maryland.gov,
And
you're
you
going
just
to
click
click
on
on
careers.
careers.
Yeah. Click
And
on
when
the
you click
careers
on
at the top.
careers, you're going to see all of the many opportunities. Of course, if you know what area you're looking in, whether it's administrative, whether it's a driver position, you're going to be able to make your search a little bit more concise, because 900 jobs, you might be sitting there looking for a while. So make sure that you make your search a little bit more concise. And if you want some real guidance, Connect with, again, Miss Catania.lest at baltimorecity.gov, and let's make it happen for you. The one thing I can tell you, whether it be my recruitment for MTA bus drivers or other, MDOT is very responsive to what you do
They
online.
are.
When is that NeoGov system?
Yeah, I mean they're incredible. I mean
They're incredibly
yeah,
responsive,
we get
y'all.
back to people quickly. And I do want to give a shout out to our partners over the Department of Labor. They have really been partnering with us and hosting all these job fairs. Listen, our governor is serious. He wants to get people employed because working people don't have time to do foolishness, right? If you're
That's right.
working, you like, I can't hang with you in the street. I gotta go earn this money. So we
That's right.
really want to get people employed at every level so that they can help sustain themselves and sustain our communities.
And there's 1,000 of you right now. That's how we do. We in church. I know it's about 20 of y'all right in here that can bring an offering. 1,000 of y'all right now need to get these jobs right now. Right now. Right now. Thank you so much, Miss Joanna Green. You have
Thank
been an
you.
excellent person to sit down and chat with. I ain't even gonna call it an interview, but you have been excellent to sit down and to chat with. And don't forget, let me know whether you're gonna be there because I'm gonna stop through myself, y'all. Again, we're talking about MDOT with a plethora of different hiring opportunities. The next event is going to be on November the 2nd from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Professional Outplacement Assistance Center. That's 1306 Concourse Drive in Linthicum Heights. Scan the flyer, register, and then show up in the building, and we're going to make it do what it do. All right. Thank you, Ms. Green. See you next time. All right, y'all. You heard it here first. You got to get connected to that. That's an amazing opportunity. And our next guest, I'm excited to talk to because she works with us with some regularity. She's an amazing person in her own right. But the organization is one of those purpose driven places that's doing great work to assist people who a lot of times are in bad situations, right? So I'm excited to bring to the stage. She's been with us before. She's going to be with us again. Miss Brittany Harper, the Human Resources Manager at the House of Ruth. Brittany, how you doing?
I feel like we're cousins now. Touch, right? How are you doing, Marvin? Good afternoon.
Exactly, exactly. Look, I don't mind having a cousin like you. You're a good
Appreciate
cousin to
it.
have.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thanks for having me today.
So, Brittany, I think everybody knows just over the years the great work that the House of Ruth does, intervening and being a part of some spaces that are really tough spaces in the lives of people across the board because we learned that this thing affects men, women, children, entire households and families. And it's so great to have you here because it's the domestic violence awareness month.
It is.
That's a strategic booking, I believe, because Catania is the best. It's
Yeah.
great to have you here. And at the same time, we're here to talk about some opportunities. But before we get into that, tell the people why I love you so much. Tell them a little bit about yourself and what you do at the House of Ruth.
Awesome. So I am, as you said, I'm the HR manager at the House of Ruth, Maryland. I am also a Baltimore native, born and bred here, and Baltimore City College high school student, Morgan State student. Listen, so I am all things Baltimore. If you want to know where a good crab cake is, I'm your girl. I'm definitely an East Side girl, so I'm always going to recommend Coco's. But besides that, I work for an amazing organization, the House of Ruth Maryland. And so, like you said, so what is our mission? Everyone knows a little bit about intimate partner violence, but really to get into the nuts and bolts of what we do, we're not just a shelter. And so we do offer legal services. We offer shelter, child care, service coordination for victims and survivors. So there's so much that we do. People think that we're just a shelter, but we're not just a shelter. And so obviously in terms of positions available, I have a plethora of them. I have about 20 positions that are open right now. I'm hiring everyone from attorneys to child care and infant toddler teachers. I'm hiring therapists. Listen, and we also we very much support our Latinx community. So we have our Highlandtown office, and we are hiring bilingual staff to help support the mission in that community as well. So listen, I am all things House of Ruth Maryland. I know you probably have some good questions for me about what we have open. So fire away, Margaret. I'm ready.
Well, yeah. Tell people before we get to positions, right? Because this is such a purpose-driven organization. What kind of I guess the term I want to use, what kind of a purpose or sense of self purpose should a person have to come and work? Because you can't just because you got administrative skills come and work in this space.
Yeah, we are looking for people who are who can lead with empathy. Obviously, all of these topics that we deal with, especially intimate partner violence, and hearing their stories can be extremely hard. But we're looking for folks who can be purpose driven and lead with empathy, who can have some patience and some compassion for the community that we serve, and obviously some people who are connected. Right, these connections, these conversations, even with you, with the mayor's office, with the rest of the city, and with are really built on partnerships. And so those people who come in and work with us, we really rely heavily on how we are able to network and network within the city to provide services for all of our clients.
Awesome. So let's get to what people want to hear. Tell us about some of the openings that you really have on the hot desk right now.
Yeah, so some of our hot positions right now, our contact center. So we have a 24-hour emergency contact line, which is super important because this is usually the first face of how folks get the call and get services from us. So this is 24-hour position. So if you are a third shifter, you like overnight work, that sort of thing, please reach out to us. We are hiring for that position. We're hiring in our shelter. We're hiring a data analyst. So listen, if you are like, I want to stay home, I don't necessarily need to be out in those streets, but I like data. I like geeking out on the computer. That's a little bit of me sometimes. If you like children, right? If you like children, we offer childcare services. So we are hiring infant and toddler teachers. We're hiring co-teachers. Listen, we are even hiring attorneys. We actually had the opportunity of interviewing an amazing attorney who met us at MOED like last week or 2 weeks ago at our spectacular hiring event. And so we are hoping that more attorneys, we know that those bar exam results just came out. So if you have not had experience, in the courtroom just yet, but you are looking for a place to learn and learn litigation, House of Ruth, Maryland is certainly one of those places where you'll get that experience and will teach you everything you need to know. So we're hiring attorneys, we're hiring therapists, we're hiring bilingual therapists. Listen, you name it, I probably have it. The easiest thing to do is probably just to send me your resume. If you think that there is something that you can do to be of impact to the House of Ruth, Maryland, and to this community that we serve in and throughout Maryland, not just in Baltimore, right? I have offices down in PG County and some other places as well. Like I said, Highlandtown. If you want to make an impact, this is certainly the place to do it.
That's awesome. Listen, y'all hearing it here first. Again, these opportunities are available. What is the best way for a person to apply?
Certainly. So if you want to apply, you can certainly go on our website. But if you think that there is something that we can use that's on your resume, you have some experience. I don't care if it's cooking, working with children, if you have administrative skills and you think we could use them, how about this? Just email me your resume, jobs@hruthmd.org. If you email me your resume, we will certainly take a look at it and we will certainly give you a call and let you know what positions we have open or just what we think may fit you. And we can set up a phone screening. So we've had an amazing turnout from MOED and we are always happy to partner with you all on all things. We will actually be back in you all's office, I think on the 14th as well.
Awesome. Listen, y'all, we got them. This is why I say we ought to plug y'all because we're talking about the difference between you trying to go from scratch or working the relationship that's here to work to your favor. If you're a Baltimore City resident, the Mayor's Office of Employment Development is here to assist you. You can email your resume to jobs@hruthmd.org, or if you need some assistance, you can email katanya.lester@baltimorecity.gov. Both of those are equally important because what you want to make sure you do is you use the free services that are available to you with our organization. So you send in something that's going to represent you the right way. Mm-hmm. Brittany, I'm so excited to have you here and to talk to you. Are there any other opportunities other than the 14th? I believe you're going to be at the Eastside Career Center on the 14th.
I am. I will be there on the 14th. We just left you all. We just had a spectacular hiring event with you guys, and we had an amazing turnout. So certainly thank you to you, to all of your team, to Katanya, Ms. Deidre, and all of the folks over there who helped support us with that event. We are steadily receiving resumes. So if anyone wants to submit that, they can certainly do that online, and we can get you set up right up with a phone interview. Your first interview doesn't even have to be in person. Right? If you feel like I'm not ready to be in person, but I could do a phone interview, you, send us your resume, send us your availability, and we can set you up with a phone interview, at least to get you started. So you know what type of positions we have and maybe where you could fit. Nothing, no job is too small for us. Nothing is too big. We hire everyone in between. And so certainly give us an opportunity to, to put you in a great space. We have some amazing benefits, even for a nonprofit. A lot of people think, I don't want to do nonprofit work. Nonprofits don't pay and all of that stuff. I don't want to hear it, because we do. We have some amazing benefits. We just had an amazing wellness day, so we certainly care about our folks as well. We had some other city partners come in. We had Jolly Bee, the trainer, come and join us for a training session. We did chair yoga. Listen, we take care of our folks, and so I'm excited that maybe so many people can have the opportunity to work with us.
Well, Brittany, I would normally tell somebody to give me their final pitch, but you've done an outstanding job pitching.
Thank
Y'all
you.
need to just be catching. All right. She pitching. Y'all need to be catching. Brittany, I thank you for the partnership.
No
It's been a
problem.
long time that we've been working. We even have one of our career hubs there, um, which is a awesome connecting point for people who are there receiving services.
Yeah.
But I'm excited just about the partnership and what it is producing. Like I said, it is not any better time than to have this conversation about these opportunities than to do it during Domestic Violence Awareness Month. And Brittany, shout out to you. You
Thank
know, I
you.
know what it's like to be a person who's passionate about this work, working in the space that I work in with people who are at a high level of need in many cases, and the level of sacrifice that goes into that. But I want to shout you out and all of the staff at House of Ruth for the tremendous work that you do. And maintaining and sustaining each other. It is important that they have those benefits there, because you can burn out trying to
Very
help
easily, yeah.
somebody else.
Yes, yes,
But you
yes.
still look excited and passionate about the work. And that's so encouraging.
Awesome. Yeah, we always say you can't pour from an empty cup, and we certainly we believe that wholeheartedly, and we care about each other just as much as we care about the community that we serve. So I hope that someone today will choose the House of Ruth in Maryland as their place of employment. I can't speak highly enough about it, but I hope that someone that says, "Listen, I need a job and I want to make a difference, and I'm looking to hire that person."
Brittany, thank you so much, y'all. She is the person that's going to be doing the hiring. So if you connect with her and say, I saw you on that show, I believe it's going to get you a little bit more favor. Thank
There
you
you
so
go.
much for who you are and for the great work that's happening at House of Ruth, Maryland. We're excited to continue this partnership and get some more people employed and served.
Awesome, awesome. I look forward to seeing you in a few weeks.
All right, I'll see you there. All right, y'all. Just like that, Katanya has done it again. She's booked a lights out show. Y'all, we had Miss Joanna Green from MDOT, the assistant secretary, who talked about some amazing opportunities. Again, they're looking for CDL truck drivers, mechanics, emergency response people, procurement, finance, administrative, and transit police. That's a lot of stuff, a lot of opportunities across the spectrum. And then, of course, we had one of my favorite people, Miss Brittany Harper from House of Ruth, who's been rocking out with us for quite a while. And they're looking for the 24-hour contact center personnel and people in many other roles, even attorneys. And she said, if you're that new attorney and you just passed the bar and you don't have any experience, it's hard for you to go practice anywhere. They will appreciate your skills working at the House of Ruth. So listen, without further ado, we the plug. Y'all been plugged in. Now go do what you need to do to make it happen. Go get connected and make it happen for yourself. Because as I always say, if you are looking for an opportunity, the Mayor's Office of Employment Development is looking for you with a focus on economic justice. We have built and are maintaining a workforce system that really works. Thank you for joining us today. Have a great day.